The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Come on, ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Let's get to the game here to Chase Brown. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Here we go, here we go.
Dive play straight ahead. 6-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to. And keep them from piling on those yards.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Let's get set. 180.
Brown on the inside give. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 1, ready?
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Waist up. Dot.
Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here. Dot.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
On 1, ready?
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Burrow. Has the open man downfield. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. So 20 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They'll run here on first down. He has room past the 25. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A pickup of 17 and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go. Stop. 12, 12, 12. 11, MT, Kate. 11, MT, Kate. Stop.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, 3rd down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
11, mighty. 11, mighty. Let's get set. Stop.
Short yardage run here for Brown. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason.
Stop.
They'll try and punch it in. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Stroud from the pistol. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First and 10, run to Mixon. Running into enemy territory. When he hits the lane for 9, into enemy territory.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. It's Mixon on second down. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. 19. What's up? Look the hot, look the hot.
Strad to throw on first down. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up?
Throwing on third down, Stroud. This one's to Andrews out right. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. New York knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Chase Brown now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
One, ready?
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
180. Place up. 12. 12. 12. Got.
Now Burrow. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. And no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's get set. Can. Stop. Twelve. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And you can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He's stopped inside the 10. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. Escapes the pocket. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, you got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
All right. 18. Okay.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
All right.
To the air, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's going to be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10.
On the quick, right?
Now it's Stroud. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Oh, right. Look the hot, look the hot. Hey, T, what's up? 11.
Here he goes, third and long. Throwing for the back of the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up fourth and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm. They start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Brown with a return here. He's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
One, ready?
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Gun.
Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
On 2, ready?
They've got first down here from the 36.
Up, here we go.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. 11 MT. 180.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here in Paycor. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Let's get set. 180. It's hot.
Burrow on the play action. Vacates quickly left side. Connects on the crosser. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bengals have a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Here we go. Got.
First down carry for Brown. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Start. 180. Race hard. Start.
Burrow from the gun. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
I'm one, ready?
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Can. Start. .42. Start. You gotta pump this out. Start.
3rd and long for him here. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You can be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Here we go. 18.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. So it'll be 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
1st down, Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
South.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. Before he can reach the 1st, he's stopped, but this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Keeping it with Mixon. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Oh, quick, right? 18.
From the gun, Stroud. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there and netted some positive yards.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Return starts at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Here's Stroud now. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
All right. Nike Texas.
No throw, 3rd and long. He's got Andrews. There he goes on the right side. Mark Andrews. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he's got it, so they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this 2nd half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
Brown with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Their own 23-yard line.
line. Ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Hey, can. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. The 30. Gets the 10. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals start the second half with some needed points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Reichard on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals cut it to a field goal game.
17. The Bengals 14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
First down, Texans.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go.
Nixon on the counter. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel. They're just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Finding his back, Nixon. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
All right.
Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
All right. Tony. Why Tony? Hey, south.
Air it out on 3rd. Throwing the out route complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, it's incumbent on that defense to follow the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4-for-4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 180.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. 180.
Now Burrow. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Texans will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. 118. What's up? Look the hot, look the hot. Okay.
On play action, here's Stroud. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Finds a small seam, that's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down.
Oh, ready? Swap. Mother swap.
Throwing is Stroud. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So yet again, they're turning to him to try to put 3 on the board. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. New York knocks it through, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
That's a handful of field goals for him now, Kate. In fact, 5 in this game, and they've needed every one of them to put together the lead they do have as we sit here at this point in the game.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
I'm 1, ready?
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Gun. Shot. 180. It's hot.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
11. Stop. Right 80. Right shot. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On 2, ready?
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bengals have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here we go. 11. Right 80. Eleven empty. Stop.
Burrow now on first down. This finds all complete. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Reichard on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Ow, what's up? At 18. What's up?
Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really creates an indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. On the ground again with Mixon. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was T.J. Sanders on the tackle. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. One quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Texans have possession, hoping to close out a win and advance in the postseason. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Nike Texas. Here we go.
Stroud. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Right 80. Right is hot. 11. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line. Brock knocked out a step or 2 shy of it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
On 2, ready?
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. 12. Stop.
Burrow on the play action. Space pass to 35. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Gun. Stop. Right 80. Stop.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. He rolls to his right. Now he takes it. Ball is out. Burrow lost it. And the Texans have it. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take over possession.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Now on the draw with Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right?
To the air, Stroud. Andrews with the catch. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. Here will be a 1st down, Texans.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down from the 42. From the gun, Stroud. Finds the in route complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This is Mixon. Second down run gets him 5. Now they've got third down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Swap. Love a swap.
Third down, Mixon gets it. He's got the first down grab and still going. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. We'll have to pause now as they tend to an injured player. And that appears to be Joe Mixon, who they're looking at. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
All right.
Motioning one of the tight ends. Running it now out of the gun. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass. In that case, a toss. Make sure you threaten to the outside.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
All right. Stop. 18. What's up?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Back to throw, Stroud. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Now a give to Mixon. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes 3rd and goal.
18. What's up?
He'll throw it. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans grow their lead off the turnover. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Getting another shot at 2 here.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Stroud throwing for it. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Jordan Hancock.
Score Texans 29, Bengals 21.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Returnable from the 1. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
Play action now. Burrow bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Oh, up. Can. Stop.
Going play action here. Burrow flushed out of the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Gun. Stop. Right 80. Right 11, mighty. Stop.
From the gun, a give to Miller. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Gotta go.
Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
A 7
11 MT paint. 11 MT
Bengals
paint.
1st down.
Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He completes it in traffic. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals 8 points behind.
42-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
He's just set. Right 80. Right hot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals cut it to just 2 late in the game. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
Now with their playoff run likely hanging in the balance here, and they need to convert to tie it.
Bengals will line up for the
Stop.
2-point conversion.
11 Thomas. 12. Stop.
He'll look to throw it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
29. Bengals 27.
Now with almost 2 minutes left, they're lining up for an onside attempt they need to recover. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Needed to try it, we all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense defense to get a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch Tony. 18, 19 seconds. Foul. Good.
They're going to pass it here. Put the body on the line for his team. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Stop. 18. What's that?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now they give to Mixon. And get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's second down now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Tony.
Hand off to the back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
It's 3rd down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Red. 118. What's up?
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. We got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
So the Texans come away with their own win. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games.